My life before was hard. It was full of upset, trauma, mockery.
Where I was before I came here was not a good place at all. I'd worked in a care home for 6 years and some of the team leaders started to get nasty. I know I was good at my job, but they were bullying me and I basically had a mental breakdown, had to be put on antidepressants and just really wasn't in a good place in my head at all.
I enrolled as a participant with the project 5 years ago now. I've been unemployed for 2 years, had zero self-confidence, and numerous barriers to work.
I've been poorly for 3 years and I'd had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, so I couldn't mix with anybody. I got to the stage where I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to see anybody, I didn't want to get out. All I done was cry. I didn't want to be here anymore. And I knew I couldn't carry on feeling the way that I was feeling. And I really was bad. And that was when I came in here and I walked in here and said, could somebody help me?
Norfolk Community College project is basically East Coast College as its lead with 4 other partners. We cover the whole of Norfolk and is about getting adults over the age of 25 back into training, education, job search and employment. And it is specifically looking at those that are considered to be furthest away from the jobs market in order to give them the help and support that they need.
So the project is, throughout its lifetime, done an amazing array of different activities and service offers. So that's come from ranging from jobs fairs to women's groups to arts and crafts sessions to well-being discussions to confidence building. We've done a number of different initiatives which really kind of support people to take part in programs that they feel comfortable with, but importantly help them move forward in their progression plan.
The East Coast College with its 4 partners, the 4 partners are Access Community Trust, Voluntary Norfolk, Future Projects and Dial. And between those 4, they cover different aspects of our delivery. So for example, Dial concentrate more on the looking at benefits, looking at better off calculations and childcare care allowances and things like that. Future Projects are more geared to the well-being and mental health side of what we do. Voluntary Norfolk and Access Community Trust are more into the help with specific training or employment assistance.
We've also had ACE training, who've been very much involved in some of our project-specific work, which we describe as programs that we've procured through our e-procurement system. And ACE Training have done some really fantastic, really innovative and different programs which are really focused on particular areas.
So we've been working with Norfolk Community College since it got the main contract. So I think about 7 years maybe we've been delivering, and slowly but surely we've got better at it and we've delivered more. One of the projects was to help people into self-employment, and the project was called Springboard, and this gentleman was referred to us by the job centre, and he was into paddleboarding and he wanted to set up a shop and he wanted to do all these things. So there was lots of regulations that he had to look at, lots of things he had to do. So we supported him. He's now got his own place and his facilities. You know, basically it's going from strength to strength.
From dealing with ACE, it's now made me start opening this place up. It's now virtually ready to open the doors. If I'd not done the course with ACE, I don't think I'd even considered doing this. But now it's a reality.
It's as well as the Waterways project that we're here at today. We're running currently 6 other projects throughout Norfolk in the DPS. The staff at Access on the Waterways project have been amazing, helping 33 participants to get closer to the job market by either job search outcome or employment or education. The project has been phenomenal, a phenomenal success to the participants of Great Yarmouth.
We get lots of people in from all different areas that have been out of work or are finding it difficult to get back into work, and we give them that opportunity to learn, to develop skills, to develop life skills with the customers, with the coffee, so that they can progress and go into future employment. And it's just really nice to see them realise who they are again, because they've kind of gone back and not realised that they've got all this potential. So it's lovely to fill them up with all the positive vibes and know that they're capable and to trust themselves as well.
My mental health is a lot better. I still take my medication. I still have anxiety days, but when I'm here, I just don't even think about it when I'm here. I'm in such a good place right now, which is lovely, and that's all thanks to these guys.
So Future Projects is a charity that started in Norwich. It started in the sort of NR5 area of Norwich to help those in the local community. It started off firstly as a radio station. It's now one of the biggest local community radio stations in the country. I work on the sort of future support side of things, so the adult support services, and as part of that we are involved with the Norfolk Community College project as one of the partners to help long-term unemployed people on their path back to employment.
I'd had an accident at work and had an injury to my knee, which means that I couldn't continue doing the job I was previously doing. At that time it was going to be a long road for me back to work, at least 6 to 8 months on rehab. But in that time, Sam mentioned that there was a traineeship coming up.
So we have a sort of job role, which is kind of like a bit like an apprenticeship, where we give them training from the beginning on how to be a support worker, how to support others, and then they can provide sort of peer type support work as part of that role. And that's been really successful, I think, on this project. And we've had a lot of trainees come through that traineeship and then find the other work within the same sector, and that's been really empowering, I think, and really great for all of those people.
So I've been working on this project for about 3 years now, and I've had my fair share of very nice stories to follow, but we've had people that were very stuck. They have just strived and are in completely different places today, which is lovely to see.
It's been fantastic to work with other people from other organisations, and sometimes when the skill set here at Voluntary Norfolk, at one of the other partner organisations, maybe that is not catered for with the skills. It's been great to draw on the expertise of other people.
In terms of the project impact, God, even I've been absolutely overwhelmed by the success of the programme. We've managed to enrol over 1,500 people across Norfolk. And I guess the bit that's really important to recognise in that is that we've engaged with people who perhaps ordinarily have not had the opportunity or the right project or service offer to really connect or really kind of achieve through the programme offer. So for us to be able to support over 1,500 people in itself is absolutely remarkable. But importantly for us is what we've done with those individuals, what we've enabled other people to achieve through their time on the programme. And the stats alone almost kind of speak for themselves. I think nearly 400 people have gone on to gain employment through the programme, which in itself is an astounding statistic.
So the impact that this project has had in this local community, Kings Lynn, Downham Market and Hunstanton especially, has been that we've been working really close with the Job Centre in particular, but other stakeholders in the community, and we've got a reputation for giving this one-to-one support. So people that have maybe been through the generic other services have been referred to us, and they actually truly have taken a step forward, whether it's been on their career as far as training, starting again right from the beginning, or actually just to get an interview, get a paid job, even if it's a few hours a week. They've genuinely made a step forward, and we've got a reputation of making that happen.
The Building Better Opportunities programme is 50% funded from the National Lottery Community Fund and 50% funded from ESF.
that funding and the way the fund has been managed has been absolutely crucial to the success of the project. You know, we've had a range of different areas, which has meant that we've got a really clear focus on what we have to deliver and how to deliver that. But because we've had loads of flexibility and opportunities to kind of pilot new initiatives, try something slightly different, the way in which that funding has been not only commissioned, but also kind of managed by the National Lottery, and has really contributed towards the success of the project, also given us this really crucial area where we can try things slightly differently, which has enabled us to really learn as we've gone along. So without that way in which the funding has been not only administrated, but also managed by the fund, it's been a really big contribution towards the success and the effectiveness of the project.
As I said, the programme comes to an end in June 23 this year. And as an employment and a training service, it is going to be very sadly missed throughout Norfolk, which is the area that we cover, but in general throughout England, because all services from this programme come to an end this year.
When I do my degree, I'm going to take a year out for myself. And through doing my course and more of it, I've learned a lot. About me and about other people.
I don't want to go anywhere else. I love working here. There's such a little, nice, especially in the summer, there's such a little sun trap here. It's lovely.
It sort of bottled down some of the walls and the barriers that I had and sort of gave me great confidence boosts.
My own mental health has improved tenfold. I used to suffer with PTSD, haven't had an episode in 2 years since I've been on the project.
Yeah, because I'm more motivated. I can get up and do things. I can go to more places. And I don't feel as depressed as I did before I came here.
My confidence has grown. I am so much more social now than I've ever been in my life. I feel like I've got a purpose. I feel like I'm doing something good. And it just makes me feel like I'm setting a good example for my children as well.
I'm going to go to America to see my sister for the first time in 20 years. I would never have been able to fly on my own, and I'm going to do it. I'm just happy every day. You know, and I know I'm going to have my down days. I'm under no illusions, but I can honestly tell you that if I hadn't have come in here that day, I wouldn't be here now.
Still out.